Hello, Justin May with the Dixie Law Group. Today we're going to talk about nursing home abuse, which is something that's horrible and a lot of folks have to deal with. And one of the things that people ask us all the time is, what kind of injuries should I be looking for with my elderly family member that's in a nursing home? You can look for broken bones, bruising. One of the most common injuries is bed sores. Bed sores are for folks that usually are immobile, and the way our body works, we're supposed to move out of the bed. You're supposed to get out of bed, right? But if you can't or you're unable to, you eventually will develop pressure wounds where your skin literally just erodes away, at which point it is almost impossible to fix and get it back the way it was. And it is extremely painful and awful. It's one of the most common injuries that should never occur if someone is under someone else's care, which I think most people understand. So the next question we get is, how do I get evidence? How do I prove that this happened? It's going to be extremely difficult. We actually had a lady one time that put a nanny cam in her elderly mother's room and found out that the nurses were hitting her while they were trying to get her to do what she needed to do or what they thought she needed to do. That obviously did not go over well with the family, and they brought us into it, and that case got resolved confidentially. So you can do that. You can also, though, just talk to your family members, talk to the elderly family member if they can communicate with you well enough and say, hey, this is what's going on. Another question we get a lot is, who will be held responsible? Who will we pursue a claim against if you wanted to take action on behalf of your elderly family member? And usually it's always going to be the nursing home, and sometimes it would be the nurses or the caregivers in the facility. It depends, though, as every lawyer would ever tell you. And a lot of times, though, it comes down to systems. Usually it's the nursing home and not the nurse that's the problem, because nursing homes are businesses and they're trying to make money. The way you make money is keep expenses down and have income high. I think people understand that. One of the ways to cut expenses is to be short on staff. So if they're short on staff, they obviously cannot give the care they need, and they're working these nurses 18 hours a day. Well, they're probably not going to do a very good job for your grandmother, and that's not necessarily the nurse's fault, but it is definitely the facility's fault, who's clearly putting their profit over your family member's well-being. So we're happy to take a look at that and see what the actual cause was and who's at fault and what percentage will be put where. But that's really up to the jury, but that's something we definitely look at and evaluate whenever we're putting together a case. Now, there are plenty of very good nursing homes that do a phenomenal job for people, so I'm not saying this happens everywhere, and sometimes people do fall. Sometimes things do happen, but some things should not happen. And if you think one of those things has happened to one of your elderly family members in a nursing home under professional care, give us a call today. We'll look into it, we'll find the evidence, and we'll help them.